Well, unfortunately, I've had to take the floor up in the Mercedes Vario once again because I forgot two vital things. One of them being was the fact I've got nowhere to put a spare wheel. And for some reason, the spare wheel carrier on my Mercedes Vario is actually missing. There's nothing there. But what I wanted to show you guys is this. Someone has moved in. I've got a lodger. Look at this. Right up under there, there's a little tiny nest. Look at that. I hope it's vacant. I think it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely a bird's nest. Look. Unbelievable. I wonder what sort of bird lived in my Vario before. There you go. Such a shame to remove it. There you go, never mind. Right, now I've got rid of the bird's nest. I need to get rid of the rest of it actually. There's quite a bit in there. I need to get this rope out as well. It goes down through here. And somehow I've got to get it out of there. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that. But there you go. So all that's on the end of this is literally a knot. Yeah, look at that. Just a big whacking, great big knot. Threading this through there. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, I need there like that. Yeah, that'd be easy, won't it, plonker? There you go. Child's play, there you go. Let's go and get some new rope. Right, so here's the rope that Craig and Judith gave me. Well, let me borrow. I'm going to give it what I don't use, I'll give back. So thank you guys, really appreciate your help and your support. I've got to say, it's really nice being amongst like-minded people, especially when they've got the same van as you. Really useful. I'm going to turn my torch on again. Can't see the hole. Once that goes down in there, hopefully, if I get one of these, I'll be able to pull it through. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So now what I've got to do is tie a knot in this end, just like the original. Leave it a bit long because can that be enough? Yeah, there's no way that's going through that hole. Now I've got to work out how much of this I actually need. I don't think I'll need a lot of it. Right, so I've cut the rope. I'm going to thread this through here. Oh, by the way, I used a lighter to make sure the ends didn't fray. Through there, like that. This is our reaching system, hopefully. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Yeah, we can still undo this and alter it. So I can go ahead and tie a knot in here. I'll cut this a little bit longer than I need to. So let's go that way because these are going to clip onto the chain. That's going to support the wheel properly. All this mechanism is going to do is raise the wheel up. It's actually going to be supported by the chains. So it's all good. I'm not in that. I'll thread through there. Right. Let's get a wheel and try it. Wish me luck. Right, so here's my spare wheel. So I've kind of designed it so the spare wheel goes down on the floor on this face, therefore making it easier to slide the wheel underneath the van. Hopefully. Let's give it a go. Look at that, and that wheel is really heavy as well. It works. Thread that through there. Lift it up. Thread it through. Those nuts will actually hold, will come upright and stop that bar from sliding one side or the other. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, it's back to the drawing board. Let's have a go. working. Look at that. The nuts have gone in the middle, stopping it from, obviously it's going to come up one bit at a time because it's not exactly dead in the centre. It needs to be like that. Oh, there you go, that ain't too bad. Probably do that from underneath the van. In fact, it's too high now. Yeah, this isn't going to be easy. It's very difficult to balance. Got to be another way of doing it. Back to the drawing board. I have to rethink this. Start over. Oh well, it was worth a go. Right, after that epic failure, this is Mark II wheel brace suspender. Is that right? Anyway, so what I've done now, I've put the nuts further apart so they locate inside where the wheel studs go. And because that's not going to move anywhere, the string's going to go through there. So when this is upside down, this won't be able to slide to the side like it did just now. And hopefully that is in the middle and the wheel will rise more balanced, not all wonky. Let's give it a go. Right, take up some of this slack. I think this is going to work. Let's work the handle. There you go, you can see the nuts are poking through there. They should be more balanced from underneath the van. It's just a lot easier. Yeah, once it's in the middle there like that. So I'll be able to balance it like that as it goes up. Yeah. Well, there you go, I'm a lot happier with that now. That's more controllable now that it's in the middle. I can actually balance it a lot better. And it's going to make it a lot easier to lift it up and put it in position. Now, I'm not going to bother lifting this wheel right up to the top. I've no need to do that because this isn't actually my spare wheel. This wheel is actually going to go on the van. I've got one good tyre on this van that I'm going to use as spare. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually take that wheel off the van and then swap them over, and then get the chains out. And I can work out where the chains are going to go. Hopefully this is all going to work. We'll see. I'll be right back. Well, it's now the very next day, but before I did pack up last night, I went to the trouble of unbolting all of these and putting a little daub of paint in each one of these holes that I drilled. So all these holes that I've drilled are now protected with paint to stop them from going rusty. Right, I'm going to bolt these in place and get myself off to Screwfix. Okay, so I've been all round the houses. I've got my shackles. I've got some chain. All I need now is my spare wheel, because this one isn't actually going to be my spare wheel. This is going to go on the van itself. My spare wheel, or the wheel I'm going to use as a spare wheel, is this one. Out of all the wheels and tyres on my van when I brought it, this is the only decent wheel and tyre that's actually on the van. The one behind this has got a big lump in it. The two the other side, the sidewalls are cracked, as are the front tyres as well. And not only are these sidewalls cracked, they're actually all out of date. And making sure your tyres are in date is really important. So important, in fact, I actually made a video all about that subject. I'll put a link to that video above me here. If you want to know how you can tell the date of your tyres, then make sure you go check that video out. Right, so all I've got to do now is actually take that wheel off of there, because that wheel and tyre are the ones I'm going to be using as a spare. Also, you'll notice I've got this box here. Inside this box is stuff called tyre soap, and in this package I've got some tyre irons. I'm going to attempt to change my own tyres, because apparently, because this van is actually classed as a HGV, the wheels on a HGV are different to the wheels on a normal vehicle. They are actually designed so that they are easier to change at the side of the road. That's what this big rim is for in here. This big rim allows the tyre bead to go inside and then giving it slack on this side. My good friend Jez has already done one. He demonstrated how easy they are to change, and I've got to say I was duly impressed. So impressed, in fact, that's why I went and brought my own tyre irons and some tyre soap. So let's get these two wheels off. This one's going to be my spare. The one behind it, I'm going to attempt to change the tyre on it. Wish me luck. One spare wheel. Whereas this one is pretty slick, and there's all bulges around here somewhere. Look at these cracks. I'll bring it down and show you what I mean. So there you go. See the cracks in the sidewall? I mean, look at that, it's actually crumbling around, crumbling apart. Yeah, this tyre has definitely had its day. Right. So I'm going to take this tyre off of the rim and then put a new tyre on it, hopefully. Let's have a go. Good old eBay. So apparently these are the only special tools you actually need. 2 tyre irons. That cost me, I think they were about 15 quid off of eBay. We also need some tyre soap. What if you can wash with it? Yeah, I'm not going to try. Maybe I'll wash my hands with it. I weren't expecting that much. Hopefully I won't need all of this. But they did send me a free brush, and again this was I think 15 quid. So if I do manage to get this tyre off using these simple hand tools, it'd be a really good new skill to have. Right. So apparently all I need to do is jump on it to break the bead. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I need someone a bit heavier than me. Hey there!
Hello!
Can you jump on this tyre for me?
Jump on it?
Yeah, just you're a little bit heavier than me.
You need my
Your substantial frame.
my slimness.
You're more fuller frame, I think. Yeah, I just haven't got enough weight to.
You like all the air?
Yeah, that's what I thought. It seems solid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's solider than the other one.
Try again. It's the valve though, is it?
Yeah, I took the valve
Bloody
out.
hell.
I'll do that one. I'll see if I can get a bite on this one. Just made it look so easy.
Oh yeah, right.
Go on the other side. I'll lick it all out. It's such an old tyre, it's just rock hard, isn't it? Yeah. The rubber's, it's all perished and all. It's flaking on the other side.
I'm barely even dead in that.
Yeah. Let me check this in. Oh, wait a minute.
Cut the valve off.
No, then I won't have one to put back on. The metal anyway. So Adrian ended up hitting it with this big hammer, and it did actually come off the rim a little bit. So I'm going to add some lubricant. This was Jez's idea, to get some ferroliquid. There was about that much in there, and I filled the rest up with water. It's quite a concentrated solution. Go all the way around. Let's see if that makes any difference. Yeah, it's definitely moving. Got it!
Oh, hello!
Yeah, the hammer worked. Just got to do the other side now. I'll just do it with my foot. Just work it around. I'm going to end up with dented rims at this rate. I can't do it. I'm in defeat. Right, there's the answer. Yes. Inside there. Right. So apparently the technique is to put your foot between the two bars, like this, and then push down, put all your weight on this foot, pushing down on the rim, and then forcing that rim or the tyre bead. So the bead of this tyre goes into that rim of the wheel. What you do when you get to this stage, I've absolutely no idea. I think we should have got 3 tyre irons. Maybe I should have had these further apart. Just further apart. Let's move that one over there a bit. That's it. Now they're further apart. Try again. Remember, I've never done this before. I'm a complete novice. You can probably tell that. So let's try this one at 12 o'clock. And that one at 3 o'clock. Let's see what happens there. This isn't going down far enough into this part of the wheel. It's because the air valve's there.
Good old days.
Sorry?
I say the good old days.
Yeah.
Doing it by hand.
Yeah.
I used to do one of my first jobs was doing that, but not truck tyres, but car tyres.
Yeah.
With tyre levers and a big hammer.
I've never done it before, it's my first time. There you go. Just got it off a bit. What I've got to do now is get the other, weight the bead the other side. If it was that difficult getting it off of there, that's going to be nice.
You added all new boots or something?
Huh?
Did you put new tyres on or just
Yeah.
complete the wheels?
No, I've put all new tyres on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at
Oh
the
my, yeah.
state of that.
That rim needs cleaning badly,
Yeah.
didn't it? That wasn't a bad decision to do it.
How you doing, right?
Yeah, hold on, 6 months.
Good.
Start, throw it, start. Ball, this, opposite, Got a hand there.
No, it's easy. If you try and help me, chances are one of us will get hurt. It's coming off.
Isn't there anything I can do to help? You are getting help.
Yeah, it's coming. It's about bouncing it off.
So I had one of these and you put your... Give it some welly with your boot.
I don't want it to hurt yourself. Well, maybe I'll stand in the middle of it. Like that. Now bounce it. No. Stand it upright. And then... as soon as it's rusty.
If at first you don't succeed, hit it.
Look at that.
It's certainly good enough for 5 and 6 along by right there. There you go. You don't need to go to the gym today.
If you search on YouTube, change a truck tyre, they make it look so easy.
Oh, don't they just, yeah.
It just goes to show, don't believe everything you see on YouTube.
And does need cleaning badly.
Or, I could just use one of these.
Oh, refurbished.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to put that down as practice. That's practice number 1. That's as far as I'm going to. That's as much as I'm going to do today because my back is now done. I'm finished for the day. I'm going to have to tidy up. That's it. I'll resume finishing the spare wheel carrier tomorrow. Woo-wee, that was a busy day. I can't believe I went to all that trouble to take the tyre off the rim only to realise that I've actually got 2 rims with no tyres on already there waiting. So all I really needed to do was take that wheel and tyre off, put it to one side and then put one of my brand new tyres onto one of those refurbished rims. What a plonker. Never mind, the day's done. But anyway, it's done now. I had a bit of practice, real-time practice to get a tyre off of a rim. Hopefully I'll never have to do that again. I did look on the other side and sure enough the inner wheel is the same as that one was. So those 2 rims that have been refurbished, I'm going to use those for the inner wheels of my van. So all I need to do now is wait for the valves to turn up. I've ordered 2 truck valves. They're quite long and they've got a funny curve to them as well. Not the sort of thing you can buy in Alfred's, I don't think. So when the valves turn up, I can fit those in those rims and then put 2 brand new tyres straight on top of those, both of those rims. Anyway, I think it's time. I've really lit my fire now. I think it's time to light my fire, have a cup of coffee and start editing this video. It's going to be a long one. One good thing about having a shared workshop, I'm never short of wood. Now I know having a log burner probably isn't that environmentally friendly per se, but at the end of the day I live in a van. I haven't got a house. My house isn't churning out all those carbon emissions because I've got a gas boiler going all day long. So yeah, all you environmentalists out there, cut me a bit of slack please. And where would this wood end up if it weren't for me burning it? It would end up in landfill probably. Open that up, open the valves up. Let's get the kettle on. Well, it's another day, it's a fresh challenge. Now I've realised something, this could be quite fatal, this design of mine. I've realised that suspending the spare wheel up underneath the van purely on this piece of string and then getting underneath to do those chains up could potentially be quite dangerous. After if that piece of string was to snap, that huge heavy wheel would fall down straight on top of me. Also, when I'm winding that wheel up, you noticed how it went all crooked and it was very difficult to keep stable. So to combat that, I'm going to fix a couple more of these pieces of strip up underneath. So as I jack the wheel up, it's got something to butt against. So if the wheel comes up like crooked, it'll butt against it and then come level. And then on the centre one, I'm going to dangle a piece of this chain and use it as safety. So the wheel will come up, the chain will go through the middle, then I can slide a bar through or some kind of device, so if that string was to snap, this chain would take up the slack, preventing the wheel from falling on top of me. Because I brought so many shackles, I'm going to actually change this bolt as well. I'm going to take the bolt off of this wheel and replace that with a shackle, so there's no chance of that slipping out like it did yesterday or the other day. The realisation of laying underneath this van with that tyre suspended above me by a piece of string essentially, yeah, I realised how dangerous that could be, so that's why I'm doing all these safety measures. I don't fancy breaking anything. I might even change this as well. Look, this is like an aluminium pin going through the middle of this. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to grind the end of that off, take that aluminium pin out and change it and put a bolt in there instead. Yeah, because that, I dare say that's not very strong either. Be right back. Well, it turns out that isn't aluminium, it's actually steel. As soon as I touched it with an angle grinder, sparks come flying off it. So I think I'm just going to leave that alone. We'll use that, leave it as it is. But I'm still going to change it. Change the bolt, and I'm going to hang it from this shackle now rather than that bolt. It'll be much safer. Yeah, that's going to fit in there perfectly. Right, so there you go. There's my shackle now and wheel to lift the spare wheel up, and that's my safety chain. So once the spare wheel's up, that safety chain is going to take over from this and hopefully prevent it from dropping if this was to snap. Yeah. Right, so I've got everything in place. Turn my light off. Let's see how much difference these extra bars make and this shackle makes to raising the wheel up. Is it going to be a lot easier this time? Let's find out. And please do remember, this isn't something I'm going to be doing on a daily basis. Once this wheel is up, it's up for good until the point I actually need to use it if I'm unfortunate enough to get a puncture. So yeah, it may look a bit ramshackle, but it's only got to lift it once, hopefully. Is it going to get caught? See, I still need to guide it, I think. So imagine there's a floor here. What's it going to be like? Now I'm going to winch it up. There it goes. Automatically centering itself. Brilliant. Yeah. There you go. A success. Now all I've got to do is a dangerous task, getting underneath it and attaching that safety chain. I think that is the only point where I'm going to be vulnerable. So here we are, this is what I've done for the safety chain. That's it. Now that wheel, if that rope breaks, I know that's not going to come crashing down on me and break something, or possibly even kill me, because that is heavy. Right, let's get the rest of the chains. Love it, it's coming together, it's actually working. Well, I'm pleased to say it actually works. I've slackened off the rope that was holding it up is now slack, and it's now suspended by the chains. But as you can see, it's kind of got a bit of a swing going on here. So to combat this, I've come up with a cunning plan. I'm going to put turnbuckles between this chain and this chain here, and here and here. So I'll have two turnbuckles, and what they'll do, once I've connected them up, I'll turn them, and it will bring these chains together. If I demonstrate by pulling this together, you see, it will tighten it all up basically. I can't really think about it. Now this will hook on the chain now, and when I turn this, it will bring these chains together, taking up the slack, hopefully. If I turn it the right way. If I turn it the wrong way, it will just come off. That's it, that's the right way. Right, turn it. I'm going to put one here and one at the back. These are, I've got to admit, a little bit smaller than I thought they was going to be. I thought they were going to be a bit bigger than this. But, they should be alright. They're galvanised, they won't go rusty. I guess I'll just have to keep an eye on it from time to time, check. There we go, let's see, it's gone tight already. Check this stay tight. And these will, because they're pulling the chains together, it's going to tighten them all up and stop the wheel from swinging. That's the plan anyway. I dare say getting this speel wheel off once I've done all this, it's going to be a bit of a pain. But the thing is, hopefully I don't have to do it too often. It's not going to be something that has to be done on a daily basis. Once it's set up, I'll only have to turn these a couple of turns to slacken it. I won't have to do this again, because it should stay tight. Yeah, look at that. It's taking up the slack, that's nice, that's actually working. Look how tight that is. You don't want to over tighten it, don't put any undue strain on the stuff, it's just there to tighten it up. Right, let's let the handle down now and see how good that is. I think I'm going to call that a success. I'm so relieved. Right, so what's left for me to do now is actually refit those new tyres. But I'll save that for another video. Wish me luck.